Hey, Jess Green here on Superpower Strategies, staying strong in business. My favorite topic is talking all about your superpowers, and I want to help you with a few things that have really helped me over the last few years, staying strong on my business plans and always having a growth mindset and being super resilient when things get tough. So, I want to talk to you today about overcoming challenges by harnessing your superpowers, resilience building techniques that leverage your strengths. And they'll help you overcome some business obstacles when they do get in your way. Because I sure have had plenty of those along my journey. I say this a lot. I've owned 8 businesses, I've had 18 years business experience. And a lot of those are startups, and those come with challenges. I've had partnerships, had single owned businesses, and all along that journey, I have learned so much. So, my degree is in business and marketing, and I will tell you, I learned so much more actually being in business. And that journey is unmatched. Like you getting that experience along the way, being able to do it firsthand is much different than getting a degree in school. So, what does it mean to be resilient in business? It's being able to overcome challenges without letting them slow you down from achieving your goals. It's going to be when the times get tough, you get tougher. And there's a saying that if the plan doesn't work, change the plan, but never the goal. You want to always have your goals in the back of your mind. You want to have those ever so present, but you don't want to change those because those are the things that are the most important to you, and it's the actual plan, do, review, reset. I always say that: plan, do, review, reset, because we need to always go back and adjust the sails a little bit, make sure we're headed in the right direction, but don't ever change the actual goal in mind. So a number of years ago, I set out to do big things in business and be able to conquer the world. But my biggest goals really came back to my family, where I want to live and how we want to live life, and the things that we want to be able to do and be and have, right? And so we have this long-term goal, short but long-term, to be able to maintain our house here in Michigan and have that for the summer months and maybe the fall months because we love fall, but then also having a house in Florida and being able to have a fishing boat and to be able to get out there on the water and have the warm state during the winter months, right? So that's a big overall goal for us, is to be able to live in both places once my 17-year-old son graduates from high school. Okay, so I've had a number of businesses along the way, right? And so the goal has always been the same. The goal has always to be creating financial freedom and having the ability to be flexible in our lifestyle and being able to travel and being able to have homes in 2 different places, right? So just because maybe one of those businesses or those journeys didn't work out the way that I thought it would and didn't get me to the actual goal doesn't mean that I changed the end goal. I still have the same things that I want to achieve in life. I just have to change the plan sometimes. I have to adjust the sales. So there was a number of years ago a business that I was involved in with some partners, and we'd raised a lot of funds for it. We'd gotten it very far. And we, after 5 hard years of working through that business, we had raised some capital from a venture capitalist firm, and it didn't end up coming through at the very last minute after the term sheet was signed and all of the things. There was some outside circumstances that prevented us from actually gaining the capital for that. And after 5 long, strenuous years of working to build that business, we actually decided that we weren't going to be able to move forward. That was a tough one. After 5 years of putting, I'm talking like 40 to 80 hours a week, some weeks, into building a massive business and then have it come crashing down. I did end up in a beanbag for like 30 days, licking my wounds, trying to figure out if I was just done as an entrepreneur. I couldn't make this work after 5 years. I felt like I had let a lot of people down, and I just kind of wanted to curl up in a ball and didn't know how to move forward. However, all of the skill set that I've gained over all of the years in learning how to become a resilient business person, a resilient mom and wife and friend and coworker, and all of the things that I exude, a coach and a mentor, I knew that I had to get up out of that beanbag and I had to be resilient because the goal wasn't changing at the end of the road. The goal was still the same. I still wanted my family to have flexibility and time freedom and be able to roam about this world and try all the new things. So that meant I was going to have to get back to work, right? So it wasn't the goal that was changing. I needed to be resilient in those times. And boy, I will tell you, that was one of the hardest moments in business for me to overcome. But if I can do it, you can do it too. So here's some things I want you to do. This is going to help you kind of figure out your superpowers as it relates to business. So I want you to identify or work to identify your superpowers. And I go over a longer list than this. I have a form that you can fill out that has all of the things, but I'm going to give you a list of a few here that I think you should get started with. And here's like, first and foremost is starting with a list of what you do well. I tell people an infinite list because if you go to try to do 100, it's pretty tough to talk about 100 things that you do well. So for now, just list 10 things that you do well. So here's the things I want you to do. List the things that you do well. List at least 10. List what comes naturally to you that you can do without real much training or book reading or discovering. You can just do it really well. What makes time disappear for you? What are the things that you can go out and about doing and wow, it's like 4 hours just went by. What do your friends and your family and coworkers always come to you for advice on? That's a really good one because that's going to hone in on things that you are really good at that people already see inside of you. And with that, ask some of your friends and family what they think your superpowers are. This is a tough question, but we'll get you some really honest answers. List what fills you with passion, what makes you jump out of bed in the morning, super excited to go work on it. List what makes you a little bit different or a little bit weird. Sometimes those are actually our superpowers. And what would you do career-wise if money did not matter to you? Now, I want you to write all of those things down and really try to come up with some things that you find could be your superpowers, especially as it relates to business, because that's what we're talking about here, entrepreneurship. Okay, so I want you to relate some of those business skills, superpowers, to your actual business. And I want you to rate yourself. So I'm going to give you some categories to go in and rate yourself on your superpowers as it relates to business. Okay. So I want you to rate yourself on communication skills, public speaking, effective storytelling, active listening, conflict resolution, and persuasive communication. So on your communication skills, I want you to rate yourself, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest. Are you good at public speaking? Are you effective storyteller? Are you a really active listener? Are you good at conflict resolution? And are you good at persuasive communication? Rate yourself in those categories, 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest. Leadership skills, category number 2 is your leadership skills. Rate yourself 1 to 10, team building, decision making, emotional intelligence, strategic planning, motivational coaching. Okay. Now, category number 3, problem solving skills on critical thinking, analytical skills, creative problem solving, decision making under pressure, innovation and ideation. Are you an innovative business owner? Number 4, personal development skills. Are you self-aware? Rate yourself from 1 to 10, meaning not very self-aware, kind of need some help in that category. 10, I'm very self-aware. I do plan, do review all the time. I am constantly trying to figure out how I can get better. Second part in personal development skills, goal setting and achievement. Are you good at setting goals or terrible at setting goals? And are you good at achieving them or do you fall flat most of the time? Are you good in the time management category? How about stress management? And then last but not least, resilience and mindset development under your personal development skills. Category number 5, health and wellness skills, fitness training. Are you good in that category? Nutrition and diet coaching, stress management techniques, yoga and meditation instruction, holistic wellness practices. Category number 6, financial skills, personal finance management, investment strategies, debt reduction and financial planning, entrepreneurial finance, wealth creation, and wealth mindset. Rate yourself 1 to 10 on those. And let's move on to category number 7, career and professional skills. Resume writing and career development. Are you good at that? Interview skills and job search strategies. Networking and personal branding. Career transition and change management. Professional growth and advancement. Okay, we got 3 more categories. Number 8, relationship skills. Tell me, are you good? Okay, are you lacking? 1. Are you really good? Is a 10. Relationship coaching, effective communication in relationships, dating advice and strategies, conflict resolution in partnerships, building healthy and fulfilling relationships, building strong sibling relationships, nurturing healthy parent-child connections. Number 9 category, creative art skills. Are you good at writing and storytelling and copy? Oh, I wish I was good at copy, but thankfully we have ChatGPT. Photography and visual arts. Are you good at graphic design and illustration? Are you a creative entrepreneur? And last but not least, category 10, technology and digital skills. Are you good at website development and design? Are you good at social media management? How about online marketing and advertising? E-commerce and online business strategies, and data analysis, digital analytics. I want you to score yourself in all of those categories, because as you try to mesh your superpowers with your skill sets in business, you will start to come up with all of those things that are going to help you stay strong in business when things get hard, or when you have to tackle more jobs than what you intended on. Because as you know, as an entrepreneur, we wear many, many hats, right? Okay, so next, I want you to build a resilience toolkit when it comes to your business. Okay, and here's just a couple of things you can do to build that resilience toolkit. Practice mindfulness and meditation regularly, and help yourself be able to focus and stay calm under pressure. So if practice makes perfect, right? So if you practice building these skill sets, you will have them when things get a little bit tough. Cultivate a strong support network for guidance and encouragement. Make sure you have mentors or a coach or friends surrounding you that can really help you become super resilient in business when things get hard. All right, we want to be able to set goals so that you have things that are realistic, but also something you can strive for, and celebrate those small achievements when you hit some goals along the way, so that it keeps you motivated. Okay. Another thing is engage in regular physical activity for mental and physical health. I tell everybody all the time, I exercise almost every day, even if it's for only 20 minutes, for my mindset more than actually for my physical set. I mean, everyone likes to be healthy and everybody likes to have some physical activity and work out, but I do it more for my mental health than anything else. And I very strongly suggest that you put that in your resilience toolkit as an entrepreneur. And then embrace continuous learning to adapt in any new challenges that come along the way, and expand your skill set. It's really going to help you to have a wide variety of things that you can do inside of your business, because you won't always be able to hire all the things out. Or one big thing that can cause change and make it so it's hard to be resilient is if someone quits on you, or the budgets get tight and you have to let somebody go or cancel a vendor or a contractor that you actually need that work done for. So learning new skill sets and keeping those in your toolkit are extremely important. It's why at Self-Made, I teach people all the time how to infuse technology into their business, but done by themselves at first, so that they always have the skill set to go jump into their business and build out a new website or build out a new email campaign. Even if it's not top notch, it's something that you have that skill set to do. And we definitely want to hone in on our superpowers and do the things that we're good at, but it's also nice to have a lot in that toolbox so that we can fill gaps when we need to in our own business. Leveraging strengths in problem solving. Make sure you're matching your personal strengths to your business challenges. So take those superpowers and take that skill set list, and let's mesh them together, not even just on yourself, but also the people around you, your team. I will say, like, on a regular basis, we laugh about this in Self-Made with my partners, is we try to drop on each other's plates the things that we know that the other people are better skilled at. I could sit down and try to be creative, and come up with our Sunday Scoop email newsletter, and it will take me 2 hours, when my business partner can go in and do it and have it done in 30 minutes, and it's going to look 10 times better than the one I tried to create. So I know that my superpowers are not in that. And so we would leverage each other, leverage yourself and your skill sets, and leverage other people's inside your business, so that you can get all the things done at the best of the ability of the entire team and not just yourself. I'm going to give you a tip on becoming more adaptable in your business. There's a book called Who Moved My Cheese? It's a really great book as an entrepreneur and anybody in business, to be able to read and learn how to become more adaptable in situations that aren't always the things you want changing. Like when things abruptly change on you and you don't have any control over them, what are you going to do and how are you going to adapt? So I highly recommend that book. And then build a strong support network around you. The importance of your community, the people that you are spending your time with, the people that you go to as mentors, the people that you're spending your free time with, even seek out and build a supportive network of relationships, so that when things do get tough or you do need to shift, you've got people you can count on to ask for advice or go to for help if you can't manage everything in your business, and see if those people can help you. They're going to help with your mindset. They're also going to help with your skill set. Just make sure that you're building a really supportive network around you. Now, last but not least, I want you to develop a plan. First, discover what your superpowers are as it relates to getting your stuff done in your business. Okay. Use the 2 exercises I gave you, answer the questions at the very beginning of this, and then scale yourself in all of those business categories that I listed off for you. Work on your growth mindset. Make sure that you're filling that resilience toolbox. You're putting in some personal development. You have a plan for how you're going to grow your skill set and what you're going to do when things change or get tough, so that you can utilize your superpowers in the best possible way to get through the hard times and adapt in your business. Read the book, Who Moved My Cheese, and take inventory of the team and the network around you and what their superpowers are too, so that you know where you can lean and when you can lean into who you can lean into when you need to. I hope that all of this was beneficial to you. If you want to go and grab my book, again, it is jess.green/book. It'll take you right to Amazon. You can grab it there, or message me, and let's get you started on, figuring out what your superpowers are so that you can stay strong in your business too.